I'm gonna keep it real with you, chief. Your Shopify store sucks. It's got no riz and it's pulling no sales, but it's okay. Uncle Sebas is gonna help you out. This is what we're gonna go over in this video. First, I'm gonna show you how to get a clean, short, and branded.com domain name and how to make a logo for it in 6.9 seconds. I'm then gonna give you access to the hidden secret Shopify trial link that Andrew Tate sent me from prison and the government doesn't want you to know about. We're then gonna set up your Shopify store settings so that you don't cry in my comments about not having your markets working. I'll also give you the top secret list of apps that if you don't install, will guarantee you flipping burgers for the rest of your life. Then I'll show you how to quickly build a winning product sales page. We'll install the super rare theme that 9 out of 10 doctors absolutely hate. And lastly, I'll pull out some final touches to the stores, similarly to how I pulled out of your mom. And with that, let's just jump into it. And in order to make a good Shopify store, we first have to figure out what makes a good store good and a bad store bad. And in dropshipping, there exists 3 types of stores. The general store, the one product store, and what we're going to be building is called the hybrid store. And a hybrid store is basically a general store, but it looks like a one product store. And there's basically 2 types of issues with a one product store and a general store. With a one product store, the problem is that it takes a very long time to brand it, build it out, get all the custom content, photos, designs, everything to look just right and perfect. All that's going to take time, money, and energy. But the upside is that a one product store will convert much better, will look much nicer, and in general, you'll make way more money from a one product store. But of course, there is no profit if you don't yet know if the product you're selling is even going to work, which makes the one product store absolutely useless for somebody just starting out. On the other hand, a general store is very ugly, dirty, but you can get it out very quickly and you don't have to care about anything, which again also does work, but now you're just self-sabotaging yourself when you could just adjust your general store a little bit and turn it into a hybrid store, but it looks nice and professional. So this right here is what we're going to be building. I'm going to show you how to come up with this brand name, make the logo, get a good product title, make this little description right here, add reviews, how to make these images, how to do these designs, make the colors, add the bundles, have the add to cart. I'll give you a brief lesson on copywriting, add a couple graphs, images, GIFs, etc., and then finish off with some reviews. Is this the greatest store of all time? No, not at all. It's pretty bad actually, but it's good enough to let you quickly test different products over and over again until you find your first winner. So now let's take a look at what a really good Shopify store looks like. And a great example of a good Shopify store is Bleem. As you can see, they have clean titles, they have nice, good looking images, everything has a good designs theme, they have really cool bundles here, clear call to actions, a bunch of testimonials, some before and after photos, some benefits, a bunch of really good video testimonials, some more information here, more before and afters, and then reviews. Another good example is Ultabody. I'd say this part right here is kind of ugly, but they have good images. They go a lot harder on the copywriting. They list a bunch of different pain points and solutions, how the product can help the customer. It is missing a couple of reviews, as well as this page right here is kind of ugly in my opinion, but you know, stuff can always be improved. Another one, Cozy Toes. Again, very simple, on brand, not a lot of crazy copywriting here. The product sells itself. Good images with humans in them, right? Very important. Nice reviews, some pricing information, bunch of more videos, more humans using the product, showing what it's like to have it, more reviews with great photos of actual customers wearing it, showing it off. Very simple, very nice. This right here is what a really bad Shopify store looks like. It's a very random logo, a very bad title, images scraped straight off of AliExpress, no reviews, super cluttered variant options right here, weird color names. It has a button for where it's gonna ship from. Why would I select China or United States? Makes no sense, bro. Add to cart, which isn't clear. Description, which is just literally non-existent. Ask questions, like they have a form, then you have more other random products, right? Come on, this is awful. No reviews again. LED crystal ball lamp, emitting colors, like, come on guys, this is awful. Again, no reviews, bad. Then here, right here, we have another awful store called Sister's Feet. I mean, I don't have to tell you why this is not a professional, good store name. Then again, selling very tacky, bad products, awful name, weird coupons. Again, not a clear add to cart button, some weird guarantees, weird emojis with SSL certificate for 100. Like, no, don't talk about this, guys. This is not how you copyright. GIFs and images stolen straight from AliExpress. They're ugly as it just keeps scrolling down. Then for some reason they have instructions how to pay. Like, guys, this is awful. Never build stores like these. I mean, the only thing decent here is like the review section. So don't do this. And here's another very bad example of a store, Peppy with the 2-in-1 wireless electric shaver. Awful images once again. I don't know who's going to be reading this tentacle thing. But again, no copywriting, no reviews. What's included? Like, who's reading this, guys? Come on. The how to use includes the shipping information. Like, as seen in like a bunch of huge logos which don't fit in here. Customer reviews. Like, this is awful, guys. This is bad. And we have another one. The board lamp with the tiny logo, which doesn't fit. You have a product variant, which is just one variant. I don't know why it's there. You have a quantity counter. Why? Just add bundles there. At least the only thing nice here is that the add to cart, it stands out. And again, the copywriting is pretty bad. No videos or GIFs showing off the product. Some FAQ where the letters aren't even capitalized. Like, come on, guys. Bad. This is awful. And here's an example of a store which actually follows a lot of the principles I just showed you for the store we're going to be building. See, it's quite similar, but the execution is bad, right? Awful logo. You have moonlight, levitating moonlight, like you have the same title almost twice here. You're using awful images straight from AliExpress. You have sizing options in centimeters. Americans don't know what the centimeter is. You just have a sizing option of small, medium, and large. The add to cart button doesn't stand out. The copywriting is once again non-existent. You have a random image at the bottom here and a random share button with no reviews, right? Awful. And moving on, one more awful store. The new Pet Cat Brush Hot Selling Handheld Steel Wire Self-Cleaning Comb Looper for Hair Removal. Man, that title just rolls off the tongue, guys. And would you believe it? It even has my favorite colors. Purple orange, UFO white blue, pumpkin color, and white, which doesn't even load. Then moving on to our beautiful description of important information, which is plastic and metal, our package sizes and millimeters, and our incredible overview of text which nobody's going to read. And once again with more product information with material ABS HTP, which I'm sure everybody knows what that means and cares deeply that their products are made out of the finest of ABS and HTPs. And of course, every customer is going to be very concerned about what's going to be included in the packaging, right? Which is, of course, one hair cleaner. Who could have ever guessed that? And then lastly, we got the reviews where half of them are from Ukraine and Russia, where I don't think a lot of people are going to be selling cat brushes still right now. I didn't do a lot of digging, but just for the example for the video, I'm going to use this IPL hair removal as the product that we're going to be building the store around. And again, the whole point of a hybrid store is that we can switch out products very, very quickly. So besides the AliExpress listing, I've also looked up a couple more dropshippers who are selling this product just to compare what kind of sales space they have, how much effort they're putting in, what kind of results they're getting. And most of it is, honestly, it's pretty bad. As you can see from these examples showing here, some of them have some couple good images, but the main issue I keep seeing is that they have very bad descriptions and bad copywriting in my opinion. And also the price fluctuates quite a lot between different brands, which means a lot of people are competing on the price versus the actual offer. And as you can see, some of these stores look really awful. They have a couple good videos and GIFs they can use as inspiration, but overall, the only proper brand I found was this Rose Skin Co brand, which used to sell this product, and they are clearly doing very well because they ended up actually rebranding the product into a more unique custom version, I think, because I haven't seen this on AliExpress. And to really know the exact numbers of what these guys are pulling, I actually went to GoatSpy.com, and this Luxe Skin store is doing pretty badly in my opinion. The Diamond Skin store is doing a little bit better. They're averaging about 500 to 1.5k per day, which is a pretty good indicator in my opinion. And the best store, which is this Rose Skin Co store, is averaging about 30k per day, which is a very good sign. And here, mostly they're selling their new rebranded version of the product. That means they did very well while dropshipping and then just simply evolved it into an actual brand. Now, does this mean this product is going to be an absolute winner? I don't know. I haven't done that much research on it besides just looking up these stores on Google and using GoatSpy just to track a couple numbers. And then just studying how their stores look and if there's anything that can be improved. And the main thing that can be improved is just the copywriting on these stores, right? Because they all just showcase the product, but they never really show why people should use this product, right? They don't say why this is better than waxing, razors, or any other alternative people might use to this product. They never really sell that. And when you're trying to find a winning product, that's sort of the angle you want to be going for, right? You want to see what is it that the other people aren't doing that you can enter the market with and angle your offer in a better way. And if you don't know what GoatSpy is, it's basically a tool that lets you spy on live sales from Shopify stores. Now, is the sales data 100% accurate? No. But from our testing, I'd say it's within around 80 to 90% accuracy. And obviously, the more transactions the store is doing, the more accurate it will be. But for us dropshippers, you really don't need to have 100% accuracy to know if the store is making money or not, right? Because the only stats you really gotta know is this product making no sales, a little bit of sales, or a lot of sales? And if it's the last option, then it's probably a winning product. And if you want to check it out, there is a 3-day trial for like $3 if you use the link in the description. So if you want to know if a product is a winner or not without actually having to spend money to run ads and test it yourself, then using GoatSpy is definitely the way I would do it. Now that we know what a good store looks like, what a bad store looks like, let's go back to our store and start designing this brand.
Okay, let's go.
And the first thing we gotta do is obviously think of a brand name. So to get a dope brand name, go to namingthem.com and just type in random 3-4 letters. And from here, just go through the list, see if you can find anything interesting. So I typed in Hia, and from here we can have Hiavo, Hiaom, similar to like Nike or Adidas, right? It's a word that means nothing, but it sounds kind of brandy. It's short, it's memorable, it looks unique. That's all you gotta do. We can keep going. For example, Flow, we can pick out flowyeah.com, flowwavy, right? Just type in like 3 random letters. Koi, we got here koyao, okoi, something like maybe like cool and Japanese inspired, right? You guys, like, don't overthink the domain names. Evkoi. So yeah, all that matters, just pick a .com, make it sound semi-decent, and that's it. So once you find a domain name, just go to namecheap.com, type it in, and get the .com. If you need my help buying a domain name, then I'm sorry, you're gonna stay broke forever. So once you find a domain name, you've bought it, you set it up, all you want to do is just copy it, go to canva.com, create a new project, go to text, drag in a heading, paste in the text, make it a little bit bigger. From there, just play with the fonts a little bit, pick a sans font, ideally something like Poppins or Monsterrat or System. You guys got a bunch of fonts here, just pick one that looks semi-decent and semi-clean. So that's all you got to do. Once you have that, what you want to do is take a screenshot like this. Boom, took a screenshot. Go to remove.bg or erase.bg, doesn't matter, or Photoshop, doesn't matter. And just upload the logo so you can get rid of the background. That's it. Just go in and save it. And after all that, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll bring you to this page right here. We can get Shopify for just $1 a month. Versus if you go to Shopify directly, you can see you can only get it for like 3 days, which is basically useless. So be sure to get the deal whilst it's still up, because I know Shopify likes to change these things around. So maybe by the time you click it, it's not available anymore, but you should always be able to get some special deal if you click the link in the description. Now, I'm not going to walk you through step by step how to sign up for Shopify because I trust that you're smart enough to figure it out. But just enter your email, fill out the form, enter your billing details, and then I'll see you in the dashboard. Once you've done all that, we brought over to your dashboard. It'll look something like this. You might get a couple notifications. None of that matters. You can ignore all of them. Once you are here though, the first thing you want to do is just click over to the settings, and you want to make sure to set up your settings correctly. First thing first, make sure the store currency is USD. In the plan, obviously make sure you actually have a paid plan here. In the user settings, you don't have to worry about it right now, but once you are getting sales, you're probably going to get yourself an agent. And from here, you can actually add the agent so they can fulfill your orders for you automatically. Next up, most important thing is payments. If you're from the USA, you can use Shopify payments very easily. But if you're not from the USA, I really don't recommend using Shopify payments. The payment providers you want to be using is Stripe to accept credit cards and debit cards, as well as PayPal. Now, if you do not have a Stripe or PayPal account, don't actually sign up from Shopify. Just go to stripe.com or paypal.com and sign up directly on their website. When you are signing up, make sure you choose that you're a business, and from there you can select that you're an individual or sole proprietor, and that just basically means that you're a single person, you don't have as LLC. Once you're making some money, definitely do get registered with an LLC so you don't have any legal issues and you can open yourself a business bank account. Again, I'm going to trust that you're smart enough to figure out how to fill up a form, enter all your legal details from your name, address, etc., and you'll be good to go. It really isn't rocket science, guys. I believe in you. Now, quick tip, I do want to point in here. If you decide to use Stripe, you might try to add it right here as a payment gateway, but for whatever reason, Stripe just isn't going to show up here. This is just an issue on Shopify's part. I don't know sure why, but you can click the link in the description, which will bring you here. And all you want to do is where it says your store name, you want to enter the username of the store that you entered during your sign up process. And when it loads up, it'll look something like this, and it'll basically force activate Stripe for you. So you'll bypass this stupid bug and you can just start using Stripe normally. With the payments complete, the checkouts and accounts page, you can just copy my setup exactly, just pause the video, and you can copy my exact settings. But again, this is basically the default, besides just fixing a couple things. And once you're done with that, you want to head over to the sidebar and click Markets. Because by default, Shopify will only enable people to check out with United States of their country. And to fix that, all you want to do is go to the international markets, click Manage. From there, this will probably look a little bit different, but you just want to click the Add Countries region and just select all the continents. And it will automatically fill up all the countries. Once you're done with that, just click Done, and you're basically good to go. With that set up, your customers will be able to check out and ship their orders to any country in the world. Obviously, if you're dropshipping, you might not be able to ship to every country, but if that happens, just cancel their order. Next up, go back to the sidebar and click shipping and delivery. By default, you might have some shipping rates already set up here by Shopify. You just want to remove all of them and have this single one left. From there, just click manage it. Whatever shipping options you had there again, you just remove all of them. Anything for the US or the rest of the world, just remove it. Keep it completely blank. It'll tell you to add a shipping rate. From there, just click add rate. For the first one, just type in standard shipping and keep it as free. And for the other one, just name it something like priority shipping and handling, and you can price it at $2.99, $3.99, $5.99, so you can earn a couple extra dollars when people start to check out. For tax and duties, you can ignore all of it and just start selling. You can figure taxes and all these other issues out after you've made your money. So it's no point in worrying about it when you're making $0. The locations and gift cards, you can ignore. But in the apps and sales channels, you will by default have some apps here installed, and uninstall all of them. If you have an app called your geolocation, uninstall it. You do not need it, it will only hurt your conversions. Your page should look exactly like this, where it only says online store. For your domains, this is where you want to link an existing domain that you bought on Namecheap.com. You just want to click connect existing domain. From there, just type it out and follow the instructions. If you do get lost, just go to Google, type in how to point a Namecheap domain to Shopify. You'll see a bunch of articles, a bunch of videos will guide you through it. If you need my help to link a domain name, I'm sorry, you're going to be broke forever. Customer events you can ignore. In the brand panel, just upload the logo we made a couple seconds ago, and the rest you can ignore completely. Notifications, custom data and languages, you can ignore them all for now. And lastly, for the policies, generate everything from the template. Make sure to read through it and make sure you're not doxing your personal details here, obviously. The only thing that you can't generate from template is the shipping policy. So for it, just copy something from a different Shopify store, or I might link a template in the description. And then after setting up your settings, you want to go down here to your online store preferences, scroll all the way down and just remove your password. And lastly, let's go back to the apps and sales channels to install your must-have Shopify apps for dropshipping. Now, the first two are pretty standard. You're gonna have to install the TikTok Pixel and the Facebook Pixel. These two apps are a must-have if you want to actually run Facebook ads and TikTok ads and, make money with your store. The next app you need is some kind of review app. I like using Ally Reviews, but you can use any other reviews app. Once you start targeting other countries, you want to be able to convert your currency to their local currency, and to do that, Box has been the best app. And next, when customers do place an order on your site, they want to be able to track their orders. And the best app for that is Track123, because with it, you'll be able to get rid of all the Chinese letters and addresses that might show up in the tracking page. Clean, professional, and actually trustworthy. When you're first starting out, you're going to be ordering products manually from AliExpress and just shipping them out to your customers. But when you do find your winner and you're ready to scale, you're going to have to get yourself an agent, and your agent is going to use a portal app like this one to be actually able to get your orders and ship them out themselves. And then when you do have a winning product and you're scaling your store, you want to get yourself an upsell app, and I can recommend Reconvert as well as Candy Rack and as well as any of these other ones. They all have a couple different features. Some look better, some look uglier, some look this way, some have these features. Obviously, just go through it and pick one which fits your store, but Reconvert and Candy Rack are pretty good, so I can recommend them. And obviously, once you are getting a lot of customers, you want to be able to retarget them by yourself without having to run ads and pay for it. So the best apps for that are Klaviyo and Sendvio, which will enable you to send email marketing campaigns and SMS marketing campaigns. So you can keep selling to your own audience over and over again and keep making money. But don't bother with any of these things until you already found your winning product and are making money, because these things take a lot of effort to set up and make sure they look clean and professional. So only do this once you actually have a winning product. After you install the plugins, let me just guide you real quick how to actually set them up. For TikTok, literally just click setup now. From there, you'll be brought to this screen. From here, just click connect, select your TikTok account, your ad manager. Just follow the steps that tell you to do. That's about it. For Facebook, a lot of beginners make the mistake of actually just clicking this green start setup button, because this will not only set up your Facebook pixel, it will also set up your Facebook shop and enable like checkout experiences, and this enable all these things that you don't need. What you want to do is click the one here at the bottom. From there, just connect your Facebook account, select your business manager and your ad account, and just follow the steps. Very simple. With Ally Reviews, you want to select grid, keep the colors black, click next. Do know that with Ally Reviews, to get the most functionality out of the app, you're going to want to get their cheapest plan. I think it's like $9. With the Box Currency Converter app, you just want to follow the tutorial that they show you after you install the app. It's very simple. Just go to settings, general, and just replace these HTML tags at the bottom here. For the Track123 plugin, after you install it, just go to this guides things. It'll tell you exactly what to do and just set all this up. Again, super simple. Keep everything basically as default and you'll be good to go. The only thing you want to do here is swap your tracking link and you'll add it to your header, but I'll show you how to do this later on. And again, guys, if you can't figure out how to set up all these plugins, I'm sorry, you're going to be broke forever. Okay, and so with all that done, next you want to go back to products. From here, just click add product. From here, just type in a demo product, click save. And with the demo product created, you can click on online store. From there, go into navigation. From here, you just want to delete home as well as catalog. Once you delete all of them, click save. Go into the search bar, type in track, open this in another tab. From there, just click this copy link button, go back in here, then add new menu item, type in track my order, paste the link. And then the other item you want to add is just your demo product. And obviously right here, whatever product you're going to be testing or scaling or running at the moment, that's the product you want to just replace here in the main menu. It's just in case people get lost or something, go somehow click on a different link or on the policy page or something, they'll be able to always come back to here very easily. With that, just click add and then click save. From there, also just reorder this to first have your product, then your tracking page, and then your contact. And yeah, just click save and you're good. Also, if you by default, you don't have a contact page here, it's literally just page and then contact. If you don't have one, you can just go into pages and create a contact page, but you have one made here by default. If you don't, just click add page and add a contact page and just have your email there. Very simple. And now with the main menu complete, you want to go into the footer menu. From here, delete the search, click add menu item, then go to policies, and then add all your policies that we created just before. Click add. So remember to add all these policies because technically it's against terms of service to advertise a website without having these privacy policies and stuff. So make sure it's there. And with that, just click save and you're good to go. And with all that out of the way, you can start working on your product page. Now right now it's pretty empty. So first we got to do is pick a product. Just went back to AliExpress. I copied their images. I brought them into here into remove.bg, removed their background. From there, I went to canva.com. I designed a couple of these little mock-ups. And again, they don't look incredible. Like there's a lot of things that could be done better, but it's good enough. Like right here, if you can look at the fingers right here, it's pretty scuffly done. I just did it pretty quick. I did this in like 20-30 minutes just for the video, and in general I think it already looks better than most dropshipping stores. To do designs like this, you can just go in here into designs, look up something like product, find some templates, edit them around a little bit, add the product images, change some colors, adds a couple graphics. These are the type of things that take very little amount of effort, but really increase the perceived value of your product, right? And for images like this, all I did was look up on Google photos of a hand holding an invisible phone. Then from there, I took it back into erase.bg. I removed the background. From there, I put it into Canva. Then I went into Photopea. I took a screenshot of the fingers. I just so I can actually add a 3D effect on, as if the hand is actually holding the product. From there, copied the image right here, pasted it back into Canva, put it over this image, and now it looks at least semi kind of realistic if you don't really try to look too deeply into it. And of course, this can be done a lot better in Photoshop or something, but I'm just doing this as an example to give you guys inspiration of what is possible if you just put a little bit of effort into your store. And so with that, we are back into Shopify. I uploaded the images. One bad thing I noticed the competitors were doing, which I can improve on, is that they were all using the same AliExpress title for the product name, called like the IPL, hair removal, this, that. Like it's a very big, long title that isn't appealing at all. So I rebranded it and just called it the Flash Eraser 2.0. So it looks nice and branded and cool. Now for the description, for now I'll just keep it as a template, just so we can actually focus on the other stuff, and I'll come back to it in a bit. For the pricing, you want to look at your competitors and try to price it around that range. If you do all these steps of like making your store look a little bit more high quality than just a typical dropshipping store, then you can also ask for a higher price because your perceived value much higher. And obviously with a higher price, you get a higher average order value, and with that, you can run more expensive ads. Charge tax on this product, you want to remove that. Inventory, you don't want to track it. Shipping, this doesn't matter. For the variants, if you have different colors, obviously just add them here. And from here, you also want to add your bundles. So for the bundles, just type in something like bundle save, bundle plus save, or grab a bundle package, just whatever fits you, whatever product you're selling, right? And for this bundle, obviously this product is on the much higher price point. So selling a 2-package deal is kind of stupid. I don't think a lot of people are going to go for that. So in my opinion, having a bundle deal of maybe of the baseline product plus some kind of healing cream or some kind of makeup product, or do some research, find some kind of easy upsell that you can add to this to increase the average order value basically. And from there, just remember to increase the prices on the bundle. And if you're doing just multiples of the same product, so a single pack, double pack, triple pack, bundles of the same product to the same order, right? And then obviously just include how much they're saving, what type of promotion they're getting by buying the bigger bundle. but obviously this doesn't make really sense for me, so I'm gonna remove that, but maybe it makes sense for you, so make sure to do that. And with that, we can save it and take a preview of our store so far, and we can see that's already coming together quite nicely. Okay, so I went away for a little bit and wrote a little bit of copy and added the description a little bit. I added images of some popular blog logos and magazines. Then I went to the first pain point, which is no more shaving, painful waxing or threading, and to really show that, this is a much safer and easier alternative that does the customers save on not having these pain points. And then I stole one of those videos. Obviously, you just want to edit your own here and have something nice here. Then, benefit number 2 is 10-minute treatments. We go over that this is something they've never tried before. It is much faster, safer, and easier to do than any other kind of hair removal treatment that they've done, be it, right here, which is shaving or waxing or threading, which take time, are expensive, are annoying. Then right here, I include an image of like the before and after of how the progress goes. Obviously, this isn't the best image. I just found the first one. You want to put a little bit more effort into this, obviously. And then benefit number 3 is something tangible that they can understand. I mean, sure, the product might be good, might be the best product in the world, but they're not really going to understand that, right? But if we show them a tangible difference, which is that they get to save money by just buying this product. So we just compare it right here. If they would spend the next 4 years shaving, they would spend almost $500, waxing $3,000, laser removal and 2.5K. But if you just buy our product, you just have to pay $130 one time and that's it. And you're saving thousands of dollars just by buying our product. So you would be stupid not to buy it, right? Then right here, I would include some kind of trust badge or, some kind of insurance policy just to, make sure that the customer feels safe about buying from you. And I don't know if it's FDA cleared or whatever it is, but I just showed it here as an example. Obviously, you guys want to do a bit more research here. You don't want to lie here. If it's some kind of medical product, you can maybe find some kind of Harvard study here and include that. Maybe some kind of doctor talked about this product and how it solved this or that, and you can include this story here. Or if you don't have anything else, then you can just use some kind of big nice testimonial which tells a very big pain point that a customer had and how this product solved it. So be creative, guys. Don't go for the standard copy paste from AliExpress. Be creative. And then lastly, if you run out of things and benefits to give them, then you can just explain of how the product actually works in case somebody's interested, which maybe people don't know what this IPL thing is. Explain that for the people who are curious, right? As you can see, this is very short, simple, right? You guys don't want to spend more than like 30 minutes, maximum an hour of just, building this description. Just show some good benefits and tell them people why their life is going to be better with this product than without, right? Make it a no-brainer offer, because generally you can sell any kind of product. All that matters is how you frame the offer for the customer. You don't want to put the heavy lifting on the customer to decide of thinking of ideas of how this product is going to change their life. That's your job. You're the marketer. You're supposed to convince the customer to buy your product and not buy anything else. And as an example, let's go back to our competitors. Sure, this is a great looking site, very good branding, cool colors, everything, right? But besides, this one giant image, you have these like smaller images right here. But in general, this doesn't really convey anything much. What it does that other thing can't do, right? Then it goes here and it's just a bunch of text. I'm not reading any of that. This is a pretty good GIF, I have to admit that. If I could get something like this, that'd be pretty cool. And then just more text, very few images, nothing really to convince me of to do why I need this. Like, sure, this is a cool product, but why do I need it? Why does it replace what I already own? The customer probably already has some kind of shavers or machines or whatever stuff they use to get rid of the hair. They already have a process. You have to convince them as to why yours is better. And then on this one, you already see a lot of issues, right? You have this diamond IPL. What is IPL? This already looks scary. It looks like some kind of specific medical treatment type of thing, right? The title is super long, removal machine. Like this is not sexy words. Like, women don't like the word removal machine. No woman is gonna like that, you know what I mean? From there you have an add to cart button, which is the same color as the background. You can barely see it. This image is pretty good. Like, these GIFs right here looks decent, but again, they're very cute, right? This GIF right here looks a lot more appealing and aesthetic, which is something that women really gonna appreciate. These before and after are pretty good, but way too close, right? Doesn't really show me exactly what's happening here. Then again, more text, like 5 power levels means nothing to me. Does it solve my problem or not? How is 5 power levels gonna solve my issue of wanting to not have hair on my body, right? I don't know what that means. 2 flash modes, again, no idea what that means. Advanced IPL technology. What is IPL? Then, it just keeps going. Then you have some kind of super ugly refund guarantee here. Having a video here is pretty good. But besides that, again, a lot of stuff that can be improved. And then here they start selling completely different product, which is going to just distract the customer, which again, bad. The reviews are pretty good. This you can copy easily. This is nice. Here I found another competitor, and this one's just completely awful. You have some kind of description. There's no images. You have some weird accordions here with icons. Power supply user get Guys, come on. This is right here what you don't want to do this. Again, reviews are pretty decent, but the product description and this sales page, the product sales page, this is the most important page. Everything else can be dog shit, right? Your logo can be bad, your homepage is shit, you don't have an about us page, everything else can be bad, but you have to have a good sales page. And obviously ads as well, because these are the things that are going to convince the customers to actually buy your product. So if we go back here, we have all this set up, we have descriptions ready to go. So let's just save it and preview it. And so this is what we have going on right now. It doesn't look that sexy right now because we still haven't edited our theme, but the product page itself is already coming together. And this is the general process you want to do for every product you test. You don't want to put a lot of effort into it, but the effort you do put in actually has to matter, right? Don't go on giant, long paragraph tangents of this product has all these features and make it look like an AliExpress listing. That's not what you want to do. You just want to list out the biggest point the customer have and how this product solves them. And you just want to very easily list them out. And these exact same pain points you can use in your ad creatives. So it already layers on top of each other. And with that, we can click back to our online store and select themes. By default, you should have this Dawn theme installed, but I prefer to use Sense. So just click add on Sense. And when installed, just click publish. Then it should be set up like this. From here, just click customize, and that should open your Shopify theme editor. Now by default, it looks okay. It's kind of ugly. So let's quickly edit our theme a little bit so it looks nicer and more minimal. So the first thing you want to do is just open your product through your theme editor, just so we can actually see what's happening. From there, you just want to click on this paintbrush. So whatever colors you had here by default, just go in and edit it so it looks the same as mine, which is basically just black and white. Just copy it the way I have it right here. Now that's going to break a couple of your things like this text right here and stuff like that, but we're going to fix that in a bit. And the reason we do this is because we want to keep the colors neutral so that if this product fails and flops and we move on to the next product, we can keep using the same exact black and white color scheme. We don't have to go back into the editor, keep changing the accent colors. Maybe one product is pink, the other product is yellow, the other product is red. We're going to keep going in and matching all these colors. That's going to be a hassle. You're going to waste so much time doing these things. It's pointless. Just keep everything nice and minimal. So with that done, let's quickly fix up things like this header. Click on the header right here and just change the color scheme to whatever your color palette is right there. You just accent one, it's white, and see, now it looks good. Then also change the theme, also probably change their logo. So you just want to click on this header right here, click on logo, theme settings, and select the logo we uploaded before. And just like that, we have our logo back in the store. And so back on the product page, follow exactly what I do, which is click on this vendor text right here, make sure to remove it. So I just get rid of that. Then for most products, I like removing the quantity counter because I would probably just have the bundles because most people aren't going to be buying multiples of your product. And if they are, then you're just going to set that up as bundles. You have just a single pack, 2 bundle pack, and 3 bundle pack, and give discounts as they buy them. Then on the buttons, you just want to click on show dynamic buttons. You want to uncheck that. If you only have an add to cart, it'll be easier for you to track metrics, as well as it'll be easier to add upsells and things like that later on. Then for the description, there's not much we can do here. Then on the share button, just remove that. Nobody's gonna click that. This thing right here, remove it. This, whatever that is, remove it. Video here, remove it. This also remove. And so for the footer, you just want to click it and then go into your color scheme and just change it to accent 1 again. So it's actually white on black. This, whatever that is, you can remove. Promise, useless, remove. Our store, again, remove, useless. And so just have the photo links right here. And then just type in your, whatever your brand name is right there or something like that. Everything else you can basically keep the same. And then going back to the top, you can click on the product page right here. Then here in the desktop media width, just select small. Then for the images, I like to select thumbnail carousel, just thumbnails. Then if you check the mobile, it looks something like this. You can also hide the thumbnails on mobile or show them. Doesn't really matter. I like showing them sometimes. Sometimes I like them hidden. It just really depends on the product. For now, I just hide them. Looks cleaner that way. Then for these columns, you can also remove them real quick. And then this related products, you can't really delete it. So just hide it like this. And that's it. And then for the variant picker, make sure it is set as pills. Unless for some reason you have like a bunch of different variants, then maybe you can have a drop down, but ideally keep it as pills, just so it's more clear and obvious of what the customer needs to do. And a nice little side thing you can do is just between right here, the price and the variant, you can just click to add a text block. Once you have the little text box, you can just paste in like an emoji with some text. And then to actually go down a line, you just type in this symbol right here with the little brackets and BR, type in another sentence, BR, and just keep going like that, maybe 4 times. So you have a little benefit box right here with some emojis. And a really good example of a store that does this really nice is Bleem. They have like little guarantees here with, different emojis. Looks really nice. So try to do something similar like this. It can really elevate your store and make it look nicer, especially if you're selling to women. Obviously, if you're selling to like macho American men who want to wear like leather jackets, then maybe this is the smartest idea, but be creative a little bit, use a little bit of creative ingenuity here. So I'll just quickly copy the other text, but obviously guys, be creative here. Write something that fits your product and obviously only include this if it matches your customer audience. From there, we can go down to the bottom right here and where you have these ingredients and shipping. The ingredients you can remove And then right here, you just want to mostly remove most of them. If your product is more technical, but it's still fairly simple, you want to have a quick little how to use bubble right here, which maybe explains, in more detail how it works, what it needed to make the product work correctly, what kind of results they can expect maybe, or something like that. If it is a lot more technical, then it's better just to have its own dedicated section here, which guiding the user through all the different features you actually have and how to use them correctly. But for most of us, we want to avoid selling these like highly complicated products. With the more complicated the product, the more issues they're going to pop up. Then in the shipping, this is mostly not needed because you have a shipping page, but because we're dropshipping, we want to make sure that the shipping is very clear until we do get an agent and have actually fast shipping times. Not really care about this. We're going to make sure that we're very clear on the shipping times. And then lastly, if you are able to offer some kind of guarantee, such as, a 90-day refund guarantee or 2-year warranty, whatever. But because we're dropshipping, a lot of our stores do have the shelf life of just a couple of months. So there's no real point in offering guarantee, but I thought I'd mention it just in case you find a winner, get an agent, and you actually, scale this brand a little more. So make sure to include that. And then going down here to our review box, I prefer to use the grid layout, just because the images are bigger that way, and when they're bigger, they're just more enticing to the customers, etc. And with that, we can save it and go ahead and preview our store, and it's looking quite nice already. Now there's still a couple things to do, such as removing this like shipping and calculated, these stars you got to remove, but overall it's already working pretty nice. We got our black color, our white color, it changes automatically. We got to add to cart, we got our videos right here, and it's already looking very nice. So for now, just save it and let's go back to our dashboard. And then once you're back in the dashboard, you just want to click these 3 little dots, click the last text right here, edit default team content. From there, just type in calculated. From here, just remove the shipping policy as well as all the tags and carts. And with that, if we go back to our store, as we can see, the shipping calculated checkout is removed. And once we're done with that, we're going to go back to our Shopify dashboard, go into the search bar right here, type in reviews, and go into all the reviews right here, and just click import reviews. From here, you want to add the Chrome extension. After you install the Chrome extension, just reload the page. From there, just pick your product, paste your AliExpress URL, which is right here. Also, make sure the product you're copying actually has reviews and has images in the reviews, stuff like that. If for some reason whatever product you're trying to sell doesn't have reviews, just try to find a different product listing, copy reviews from there, and just import reviews, and then just click the button. And with that done, you can just go back into manage reviews and make sure basically that the countries that reviews are from are mostly just, USA, Canada, and, the countries you're targeting. Remove the bad reviews, add way more reviews with photos, and just go in and edit the reviews just to make sure it looks nice and professional. I guess remember, like the reviews section is just another opportunity to keep selling to your customers. Don't just be satisfied by whatever is by default. Go in, edit the reviews, but write more of a story, write more context, add more images, make the people excited about buying the product because they're going to see these awesome reviews. They want to do the same, but at the same time, obviously keep the reviews realistic, don't go overboard. But yeah, that's mostly it. Obviously, I'm not on a paid plan right now, just for the video, but you'll have a bunch of more options here once you're on the paid plan. It's only like $9, so you guys will be fine. Now we can go back to our theme editor and actually just go to our homepage right here. And on the homepage, what you want to do is remove this right here. You want to remove all these ugly black boxes. Remove that. Remove this as well. One thing about the homepage, guys, nobody's going to visit the homepage. The only page that matters for your store is your product page, because that's where you're going to be selling. Everything else is bullshit. So you can basically just remove all of this. And once you got all that done, you just want to go to add section. From here, you want to collect featured product. And from there, just select product and select whatever product you're testing at the moment. And then you can also remove this right here, and yeah, just keep this basically. Obviously here also remove all these useless buttons right here. This is pointless. Add the cart button, obviously disable dynamic, remove the quantity, remove the vendor text, and just keep it as is like this. And then basically when you're testing a different product, you just want to quickly go over to the home page and just click change product and select your other product. And that's literally it, guys. Really don't overthink it. You don't need anything fancy here. You don't need anything big graphics or text or anything. Nobody's going to visit the page. This page does not matter at all. The only thing you want your customers to be clicking is the header right here to go to your product, or the view full details one. And everything just should bring them back to this page just so they can purchase. That's the only thing that matters, guys. That's the only thing that matters, and that's the only thing you guys got to be focusing on. And with that, we built on an actually decent looking testing store. So you can be confident in the fact that the reason you're still getting call sales isn't because of your store, but rather your ads or your product, which if you want to learn how to do correctly, I might teach you guys in another video. And speaking of products, let me now show you examples of what this store will look like with other products on it and how to correctly switch them out. Because that's the whole reason why we went through all this effort to build out this hybrid store, is to be able to quickly switch out and test different products without wasting time on random bullshit and rebuilding stores over and over again. So let's now follow this imaginary scenario. You built out your amazing store, you made your ads, you launched them, you ran them, You follow my rapid testing strategy, but oh no, you still got zero sales. And this is where the beauty of having a hybrid store comes into play. Because all you have to do now is just turning this product into a draft and publishing your next product. So literally all you gotta do is go to your sidebar, go to products, then you find the product you're running right here, select it, and then select draft. Set it as draft, and that's it. Then you just go add product, make a new product, and go through all the same steps. And right here, as you can see, I made 3 other products in completely different niches just to give you some inspiration and ideas of how you can adapt this store for your own product. So let's check them out. So here we have the Koyao dog bed, right? Obviously, there's still a couple things wrong with it, such as the heading still having the old product and this text block, which I haven't edited in the theme editor. You would paste the text I put down here over into this text box right here, which is in the theme editor. But nonetheless, this is just for the example for the video. This dog bed is a completely different niche than this beauty product. This is a pet product, but all the branding still works because we're just using black and white colors. And the only branding we're doing is just in the images and video creatives that we're using in the store. So right here we have sizes, medium, small. We have different design styles. It looks very nice, very minimal, professional. We have the same add to cart. We have a little bit of copywriting. Again, it's very simple. One headline, then an image. I copied all this from a different store just for the example. I didn't really put much effort into it, but this should give you guys some ideas on how you should be working on these Shopify stores, right? So again, very simple. No reviews here because I haven't imported any, just for the example, so you can understand how to make this work. So once again, this is what it looks like. You can, I don't know, study some stuff here. Here's another product, again, completely different niche, the Koyao unisex heated jacket, right? Again, look how professional this looks. I haven't done anything besides just replacing the images and just copying the text from different Shopify store, which by the way, guys, never copy the text or images directly from other Shopify stores, because if you do, they can DMCA strike you and take down your store. Always edit them, make them unique. I only did this for the video. But as you can see, we have our price, we have our little discount price. Again, we have our text box, which you would have to replace it with this text right here, but I just didn't have time. Then you have your colors, navy black, and again, really good images. Everything looks professional, it looks branded. This almost looks like an official brand selling this product. And the only reason that is because we're using basic colors, black and white. We're not doing anything fancy here. We want to make sure that this store applies to any kind of product so that we can keep testing until we find our winning product. And again, no reviews because I haven't imported anything just for the video. But, you know, just study the design. Headlines, a little bit of text, simple copywriting. There's nothing special here. Literally, guys, just do the bare minimum. Just make it look good, okay? That's all you gotta do. And then next up, again, completely different niche, the Koyao slipper. Again, very nice little images. Everything looks branded, looks professional. It looks like it's part of this brand, even though it's not. Again, with the text blocks, with the text right here, we should just replace it, but I digress. Then going down, just some images, some videos. Again, very simple copywriting here. Of course, I just stole it from a different store. You want to edit yours, but this is just for the example, right? And this takes literally 5 minutes, guys. Again, no reviews here, but you guys are going to put a little bit more effort than just, 5 seconds of just copy pasting stuff. But this is the process. As you can see, these are 4 different products in completely different niches, but they all look branded and professional. And that's because we applied this minimalist design style to our website. So hopefully this gave you guys some inspiration and you guys can apply these lessons into your own store, and that when you're designing your product page for whatever product you choose, this might give you some ideas on how to do it. Okay, and with all that, you should be on your way to becoming a real Sigma dropshipper who can escape the matrix by just wiping his ass. Your next steps are going to be to rewatch this video about 20 times just so you actually learn everything I told you and don't ask me silly questions afterwards. Then you want to read the description for all the extra information and details that I might have missed out on this video. After that, you want to post your Margarita Tower stories on Instagram, book a flight ticket to Dubai, Bali, and Cape Town, rent out some Lambos, go to your yacht parties, set up some offshore companies so you pay 0 tax, network with other equally dropshippers, and then chill on your mega yacht. But jokes aside, if you ever want to talk to me, work with me, make sure to join my Discord, link in the description. I share a lot of similar in-depth guides and methods on there, and I'm also a lot more active in there, so it's easier to reach me. With all that said, all that's left is to relax on your $14 billion mega yacht with 40 supermodels around your dick. Press the subscribe button and watch the video that's on your screen right now. Much love and peace out.